remember it. This is older than me.
James, aren't you afraid your memories will eventually fade away?
Lucky me. I don't fade. They haunt me, more literally than I'd like.
You must have some good ones. At least one.
We're at the movies, and Rachel tries to convince me it's a crime flick she's already seen. They were all the same to her. And of course, she's teasing me, and I'm trying to watch the fucking movie. Right now, I'd give anything to be sitting there next to her. I'd focus all my attention on her.
Maybe then you wouldn't remember it. Maybe it's the imperfect moments that create the most precious memories.
This one room, the bedroom, is totally secure.
It's a slum, but I gotta be able to close my eyes sometimes. It's possible to break in there with enough effort, but I'd have time to be awake and ready.
And shoot the shelf above the burglar?
I'd have time to reload and finish the piece of shit.
In the middle of the room was a bunch of files with names.
Can't you respect anyone else's privacy? I said none of the siblings knew. If something went wrong, I prepared myself for it.
But what's one have to do with the other?
I sorted things out for them and left a will that made it clear I believed Taylor and I would be in heaven at the bank.
So you're just lying to them?
Didn't you hear what I said? I do it for them.
Yeah, I heard. What if Taylor left you the same kind of will?
It's not the same.
Why not let them choose?
I don't know, honestly. How much easier would it be if we just died?
I wouldn't say it's easier. It's different. Trust me.
Why do I always do this? Sorry. Sometimes I think that might be better. We get our time here and we can use it, and then, even if there was no after, maybe here and now matter more.
Have you read Chicken of Justice?
There is no way you know this.
The last of his kind. He could give up, but he fights for a better world for the rest of us. A true hero.
Oh, I don't believe it. My brother Dario was crazy about him.
Did Dario also write riddles? There was one on the back of the book.
Yes! The Chicken of Justice could only be summoned by solving one.
I hope this isn't a tough question. Sarah, how are Max, Dario, and Peter now?
I wasn't talking...
I saw the name on the cabinets. Did they...
Don't worry, they're all alive and doing pretty well. They rented a legal apartment, floor 40. They have better air than here. Bodies wear out slower.
So how did a slum girl get this job?
Maybe you got yours. I had to work for it.
Points for determination. Must not have been easy for you.
Fortunate combo. I had insomnia and hated wasting my time. I guess that's how I managed to pass all the exams.
Did our department come for Taylor?
Yes.
So why...
Did I join you? Maybe I wanted to take control? Of some sort. I decided I was never going to be powerless like that again. I'm just a liaison, but I already know when and where they move.
Do you know who it was? Which one of us came for Taylor?
It was hard to resist the temptation to check it out.
Wanna get some revenge?
He was so ordinary. A regular agent. To really get justice, I'd have to get revenge on this whole sick fucking system.
Then how about we get revenge on this whole sick fucking system?
Like that's possible.
What if it was?
Wait, what kind of bullshit is that? Are you accusing me of something?
Just curious. What are we drinking to?
Well, you're the expert. Sit down and make a toast.
Bottoms up. To honesty. I think we're gonna need it.
Okay.
What are you renting the body for?
A surrogate. For some rich broad. A good one, I hope.
Sarah, please tell me it's not Jane Salma. I found her file.
Calm down. I checked her. I got to her. She had a similar case before, and they couldn't prove anything, even with plenty of evidence.
Damn it.
The arrangement came from me. She had the dough, I had the body with the right biological conditions, plus I could cover for her. That's why I know she's not a suspect.
And the locator?
You're always snooping. But, yeah, I had a transmitter sewn into my original body just in case they wouldn't give it back to me.
And was she there the night of Green's murder or not?
She was on schedule. The time of the visit left no doubt.
Okay. I'll trust you. At least I'll try.
Much appreciated.
All right. So you rented your body. Where did you get this one? The current model.
Salma said it was recycled. Give one to me.
No. A recycled body? After what I've seen, that's hard to swallow. They must have put someone on ice for you to get it.
No. Somebody bought a new body, and no one wanted this one.
We can scan the shell and check.
There's no need, really. Let's not.
Are you sure you know what you're doing? You need to see the big picture of what you've gotten yourself into.
James, I have nightmares. Every single fucking night. I see her in them.
Welcome to the club.
Every morning, I wake up from them and Taylor can't. And it haunts me. What if she's trapped there in an endless nightmare?
They're your nightmares, not hers. You're projecting your fears where they don't exist, and you have to deal with them.
James, I have to save her. Fuck! You understand?
I get it. Sometimes you have to cross the line. And if you do it, at least make it for someone you love.
Well, I don't know if that's what I want.
Do you know what I'd give to see Rachel again? Fucking anything.
Thanks for being straight with me.
Press your finger.
I can handle it.
Sarah, we need to start investigating.
Just a minute. Not so fast. One more question. A basic one.
Yeah,
Why don't you tell me why you stormed in here like a lunatic?
I told you, I thought you were in danger.
Based on what? Did something happen when we lost contact?
Can you fire up the board here?
No.
Do it the old way then. In the meantime, I'll summarize the Red Room for you.
The Red Room?
It's a piece of fucked up history. Better buckle up.
I can't believe all this evidence. You were right from the start.
Seriously? What surprises you most?
That's not what I meant. But the murderer was behind everything from the beginning. Did he take over his body?
Strong assumption. We better go one step at a time.
Now? You're going to get skeptical now?
I just want to sort it out.
Okay. Where do we start? James, I managed to get what was in Green's safe. There were recordings of his synchro tests and a ton of private notes. It's pretty unusual.
Upload it.
Why didn't we have access to these recordings?
They were in the Red Room.
I'll try to get to them. He doesn't act normal.
Could this be desynchro? My shit together after 3.
This explains his problems. They were his own doing. I learned this was the plan for the next 100 years. Numerous attempts to save what we have. This system.
And our system isn't perfect? At least to them.
Turns out not to be the case. Apparently, every prediction ended in disaster.
Fucking dimmer.
Oh, haven't heard that before. Good to know you still have feelings for them. Okay, let's assume that this was his motive. What's next? I'm getting used to the big names of the corpses. You're telling me these are the only people who can deal with the chaos in this city?
Am I? No. But I think that's what Green is trying to tell us.
Do you buy it?
Well, this motherfucker knew corruption and power like no one else.
How did you describe it?
There may be no evidence that they made a transfer of consciousness at the time of the incident, but his behavior...
I know, it's damn suspicious. Let's just put it together piece by piece. Okay, whether it was Green's will or someone else was pulling the strings, why did Green have to die?
I see at least three possibilities.
Can you be more specific, Miss Detective?
I'm throwing them in. Are you sure?
I was, but I changed my mind.
I still don't get that part of the story. When I think that they really used the...
At least the motherfucker's dead.
Everyone like him deserved it. Following this lead, Green didn't have to be the only one like that. Once the king is knocked down, the game's usually over.
Someone's getting better at game metaphors.
Both died on dates shown on the symbols.
The problem is that Green's date of death was carved long ago.
Like I said, I have at least 3 hypotheses.
Yes, ma'am.
It would take years for his competitor to grow in political power.
True. You can't just grab someone off the street for a position like that.
I feel like following this lead might take a long time.
I'm just looking at all the angles.
Wasn't it more profitable to keep him alive? The whole thing may simply have been about tearing the city apart. Does it take to set up something like that?
I don't know, but we need to figure out who's pulling the strings in all of this.
And you? Why'd you become a cop?
Work well under pressure, resistant to stress, ability to assess situations quickly. Only the commander instead of a coach, and the field's a bit bigger.
And that's all?
I believed in justice. And shit like that.
But you don't anymore?
Come on, grow up. Who asks questions like that? Especially after all the shit we've seen. Okay, let's try to draw some conclusions. It all comes down to one question. Could Green really be a puppet?
I thought so, but the more I watch the Red Room and foyer footage, the more I doubt it. Green, the way he gestures and talks to himself, he looks crazy.
Talking to yourself doesn't mean you're crazy.
You know what I mean, when he's waving his arms and hurting himself. But I have no idea what taking over a body would look like. Fuck, I don't know. Which one of them was behind this? Green or the killer?
The more important the decision, the less certain, huh?
We're out of time for mistakes.
He's a murderer. Green's death wouldn't make sense. He must have been influencing for a long time until he finally got him to shoot the other deviants. Damn influential deviants. He took another harvest on Icarus.
And if he's aiming to paralyze the city, to create chaos, so what's his next step?
The motherfucker leaves no trace. The trail's cold.
Why haven't we heard of him before? He's a pro, after all.
Criminals are still in their learning curve when they do their first crimes. They leave more traces behind.
I'll check similar poisoning cases in recent years.
No, poison may have been removed from reports. Check the final death.
Oh, I think I have something. 2 weeks. No, shit. I was wrong. Forget it.
Sarah, rewind.
No, you can't touch your own case, or reconstruct it, or explain it. You can't defend yourself.
I'm the only one who can.
Oh, the fucking savior of the world. Can't you let go just this once?
You know the answer.
Damn you. Hang on.
I have to... What's this?
A new earpiece. This one shouldn't be so easy to spot.
Ah,